The snow is melting and I'm back at Sharknado building the final new features of the trail. Okay, welcome back to the channel. Feels really good to be back out at Sharknado. It was a little snowy getting in here this morning, but it's nice and clear in this patch of forest and we can get back to work. This gap right here is the final big long jump on Sharknado. Then I'm gonna go into a catcher berm and just have a nice run out, and that's gonna be it. I am so close. Now, I have a couple of things I gotta work on to make this really safe and ready to go. There is still a lot of dirt that needs to happen on that landing. And when you're building a big long gap like this, the trick is to really make your landing zone your safe space, because just getting your speed right on something this long is hard enough. And you want to make sure if your speed is dialed and you make it to the landing zone, you can start to chill a little bit. You don't have to be like 100% on it all the time. I know most of Sharknado is like that, but I want to end it a little more mellow. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's probably still going to be really tough because if you look here, it's not that wide, maybe like 2 meters or 6 feet wide. And then the run out just gets more and more narrow. And if you look down at where I have the wheelbarrow and all the tools here, I will have to do a berm because there's lots of debris in the way. There's old fallen over, chopped up stumps. There's just stuff everywhere. So I want to redirect myself out this way, and I want to keep that run out going for a little longer before I end it. So I'm going to build this up as tall as I can. I'm going to get a little wider, so it's going to be as wide as it can possibly be, all the way to this tree. Then it will taper into a corner. The corner will catch you nice, and then you'll exit, nice smooth exit. It certainly will be technical still because there's not going to be a ton of room here. It's going to be hard to get this a lot higher, but I have a lot of material to work with. My plan for sourcing material for the landing zone is to just keep mining out dirt out of the ground here, and then I'll transplant some ferns back in to bring the green in. And then for down at the berm, that's going to be tricky. There's a lot of rocks and root here. It is just like a thin layer of organic, and then it goes straight into that. So I have less material to work with at the very bottom, but I do have the wheelbarrow, so I will get to that. So order of stuff to do, I'm going to go straight to the landing. I don't have to use the wheelbarrow or anything for that. There's dirt nice and close here. So I'm just gonna start mining out the ground, throwing it up, and seeing how much we can add to this landing today. Okay, that's the plan. Let's kick off the build lapses. What a power session. That was insane. Moved so much dirt. This thing behind me now, the backside of this landing, is like almost as tall as I am now if I stand in the far corner over here. So it's getting high, it's getting really large, and it's looking way more chill now. When I look at this gap, like, first of all, look at it. This gap is huge. It's pretty long. I'm curious to know how long it actually is. But The landing makes it look a lot more mellow now, and we're not even done yet. I have a lot of dirt to move still, but we have the base shape that I'm really after now, and that makes me so happy. I can finally envision landing in like a pocketed out shark finned landing, which is looking even more finned out than I imagined. I was originally thinking it was gonna be a little bit of a hip, and look at it now. It is like full on forming up into being a crazy shark fin, which is sick. Fits the Sharknado theme, and it'll immediately transition into a berm going the opposing direction, straight out to the bottom. So we have a big finned out S-berm landing zone essentially for the final feature of the trail. It is just so sick. This looks like so much fun. I cannot wait to ride this. Although it is long and gnarly, it looks like a lot of really fun airtime that's quite predictable. The more I build up the landing, the more I make the landing steeper and wider and pocket it out more into a bigger fin, the more chill it looks and the more fun it looks. And I think this is gonna be a jump that a lot more people will end up riding than a lot of this trail, because these last two speed gaps on Sharknado are quite straightforward and you can hit them from the hill above them. You don't need to hit the whole trail top to bottom. That is it for the digging portion of this episode. Let's take advantage of these snow-free trails and smash out some runs to end off the video. All right, let's get into it. It just started downpouring so hard, so that's good timing for building. At least I avoided that, but not ideal for riding. Let's see how this goes, and if you can even see any of this footage. I'm just gonna be smashing puddles for the next couple laps here. Whoa! Oh, sloppy again. Riding right beside Sharknado right now. This is how way it's spotted. Oh yeah. Oh, still traction. Here's the bottom of that trail. So if you look over here, we're right at the bottom of Sharknado. You see Sharknado's gonna end right at the bottom here of all the other trails in this zone. It's gonna be so sick. Finally we'll have an exit to it. And yeah, literally I walk like 5 meters from right here and my bike's just here at the bottom. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, that is it for this episode of the Sharknado rebuild. Thank you so much for watching, as always. And if you missed it, check out my best of GoPro clips from the year in the link here and let me know what you think. All right, thanks again, everyone. See you in the next video. Later.